In a wonderful land of Glastonbury, Connecticut, two families have a nasty feud over their two coffee shops, Starbucks for the Bucks family and Dunkin' Donuts for the Donut family. A long time ago, the Bucks family stole all the coffee beans from the Donuts family, creating a long-lasting hatred. A lover named Glaze from the Donut family falls in love with the beautiful girl Vanilla from the Bucks family. These two star-crossed lovers take their lives in the end because they are constantly driven by their fate and choices. Act 1, Scene 1. Frappuccino Bucks, angered towards the Donut family, causes him to put up propaganda signs telling the public not to go to Dunkin' Donuts. This causes Munchkin to become angry and start a fistfight.
Hopefully these signs will teach that Donut family a lesson. What the heck do you think you're doing? Showing the town who's boss. You think this is funny, Frappuccino? Yeah!
You must stop fighting. You men are acting like children. Next time I see this, the punishment will be death. Take these signs down, Frappuccino. Act 1, Scene 2. In this scene, Glaze is upset that Daisy dumped him. He is mostly upset because he thinks that he will never find love again. She was the only person I ever loved. How could she do this to me? I will never find love again. I might as well come. Hey.
Dude, why are you so down?
Daisy dumped me and she said she never wants to see me again.
You're kidding me, bro. That sucks. It's okay, though. There are way hotter chicks out there.
You just don't get it. Act 1, Scene 3. Mr. Bucks and the handsome and rich Jack London meet for Jack London to ask permission to marry Mr. Bucks' daughter, Vanilla. Hey man, sorry I'm late.
No worries, man. Take a seat.
So, I'm very interested in your daughter, and it would be my honor to marry her.
Tell me why you want to marry her and how you would treat her.
Well, I would treat her like a princess, and I want to marry her because she's beautiful and perfect.
Bravo! That was beautiful. Of course you can marry her.
Thanks, man. You rock.
I will be sure to talk to Vanilla. She will be honored.
Well, very nice, Jack.
Bye now.
Act 1, Scene 4. The scene opens with Glaze and Colada walking down the street and coming across a sign on a telephone pole. The sign reads, "Come to Starbucks coffee shop for some free testers on all our holiday coffee flavors." Glaze and Colada think this is a great idea to scope out why everyone loves the holiday flavors at their competing company, Starbucks.
Dude, you seriously need to get over it.
Dude, I can't. No matter how hard I try, I'd rather be dead than in this much pain.
Well, are you bleeding?
Not necessarily.
Then stop complaining. Hey!
Whoa, dude, look at this sign. Like, who do they think they are?
Free testers on our holiday flavors. Love Starbucks? Ew.
We should go check it out.
Yeah, we can find out why people even go to Starbucks.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Act 1, Scene 5. The two boys walk into Starbucks and Glaze meets the gorgeous Vanilla. Who's that girl?
Who, the cashier?
Yeah, she's so hot. Hi. Can I get a vanilla frappuccino?
Oh, that's ironic, because my name is Vanilla.
That's such a pretty name.
Your total is $4.25?
My name is Glaze, by the way.
Here's your drink and your change. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I'll get it for you.
Oh, it's okay. I can get it.
Oh, sorry. Here's your change. Sorry for the trouble.
Thanks. What trouble? The service here couldn't be any better.
Don't forget your receipt.
I guess I will see you soon. Bye.
Bye, Glaze.
Act 1, Scene 6. In this scene, Carlotta helps Glaze to realize that Vanilla is a buck.
What were you doing in there, man?
What do you mean?
You were just flirting with a buck.
No way, man. She can't be a buck. She's way too perfect.
She works at Starbucks. Obviously, she's a buck.
You know what, man? I don't even care anymore. Vanilla is the most perfect girl I will ever meet, and I don't want to screw this up.
How do you know she's perfect? You only talked to her for a few minutes.
Whatever. I just know. Act 1, Scene 7. Frappuccino knows that Glaze is a donut, so he feels threatened that Glaze is part of the donut family. He also knows that Vanilla doesn't know Glaze is a donut, so he decides to warn her.
I cannot believe that a donut just walked into our coffee shop.
Why are you talking to yourself?
So, who was that kid that you were flirting with?
Oh, well, he was a customer, a really cute one.
Do you know who he is? What family he belongs to?
Well, no, Frappuccino. I gave him my number so I could get to know him.
He's a donut. How could you not tell?
You know what? It's been a long time since I've liked somebody, and I'm not going to let our stupid families ruin that for me.
Meanwhile, Glaze and Carlotta are testing coffees, and Frappuccino comes out to threaten Glaze.
Who do you think you are? Coming into our coffee shop testing our testers? Really? And trying to pick my cousin? Whatever, man. I'm out. Alright, but if I find out that you two are ever seeing each other, there's going to be some serious consequences.
Act 2, Scene 1. Glaze calls Vanilla while she is walking around in her room. There is very poor connection, so Vanilla doesn't hear him at first, and she starts to talk about him. Glaze hears everything that Vanilla says, and she is very embarrassed when he finally speaks up. Then they begin to have a very romantic conversation in which they agree to start secretly dating. The two lovers make a promise to each other that they will love each other forever, no matter what obstacles come in their way. I just cannot believe how beautiful she was. Her eyes shine brighter than the stars, and oh, how I wish I could kiss her lips. I never thought I could love anyone ever again after Daisy, but now I realize I was very wrong. I must call her this instant to confess my love to her.
Glaze! Oh, Glaze, is it you? I can hear some muffling sounds in my phone, but the reception is not great here. Can you hear me, Glaze? Oh no, I don't think he can hear me. I think I love him. Is that crazy? He's from the family of my competitor, my enemy. Why did this have to happen? What am I going to do? I can't just deny my feelings for him.
Oh, Vanilla, is that really how you feel? I feel the same way too. I love you. Go.
Glaze, you were listening that whole time? Why didn't you say anything? Now I feel so embarrassed.
No, Vanilla, there's nothing to be embarrassed about. I'm glad I know how you feel. So, now what?
Okay, well, I do really like you, Glaze, but my parents would never give me permission to date you.
Yeah, neither would mine. Do you feel like breaking the rules?
What do you mean, Glaze?
I mean, we could date in secret. No one would ever find out, I promise.
Oh, Glaze, I would love that. I really would, but I just don't know.
Oh, come on, Vanilla. You love me, don't you? And I love you too. We cannot just sit by and let our feuding families tell us what to do.
You know what, Glaze? You're right.
So what do you say, Vanilla? Will you be my secret girlfriend?
Yes, of course, as long as you will be my secret boyfriend.
It would be my honor, Vanilla. I promise to always love you, no matter what your family thinks of me.
Me too, Glaze. Good night. I love you.
Good night, Vanilla. Act 2, Scene 2. Frappuccino is over for dinner at Vanilla's house and finds her phone lying around. He reads the messages between Vanilla and Glaze and finds out that they are dating.
Is this Vanilla's phone? Ugh. I knew they wouldn't listen to me.
Glaze and Carlotta are walking down the street and they see Frappuccino running at them with a knife. Carlotta steps in the way because he knows that Frappuccino is trying to hurt Glaze. This results in the death of Carlotta and Frappuccino.
Whoa, Frappuccino, calm down!
You're the one who didn't listen to me. I told you to stay away and you didn't. Now I'm going to have to show you who's boss again. Well, you're dating my cousin. I feel threatened by that, so that's my story and I'm sticking to it. That's the best you got?
Act 2, Scene 3.
The chief of police approaches the scene and comes up with how to deal with the situation. Instead of sentencing Glaze to death like he had originally planned, he banishes Glaze. Glaze, explain to me what happened. Frappuccino came running at us with a knife, so my friend stepped in front of him to calm him down. Then Frappuccino killed my best friend, Colada. I knew Frappuccino was going to kill me, so I killed him in self-defense. I already told you that if another incident happened like this again, you would be sentenced to death. If you were protecting yourself, I will be banishing you from Glastonbury. It's for the best, no questions asked. Act 2, Scene 4. Vanilla is listening to music in her room, and she has no idea what has happened with her cousin and Glaze. Mrs. Bucks goes into Vanilla's room to tell her about the incident. Honey, I have some devastating news to tell you.
What is it, Mom?
It's Frappuccino. He was killed by a horrible boy in this town.
Oh, no.
The boy should feel ashamed of himself. Of course, he was a donut.
Well, who is the donut?
Glaze donut.
Why would he do such a horrible thing? My life is ruined.
I know you're upset about Frappuccino, honey, but we are safe. They banished Glaze donut, and for good reason.
Banished?
I'm with you, honey. They should have killed him.
This is the worst day of my life, Mom. I need to be alone.
Okay, honey. I love you.
Love you.
Act 2, Scene 5. After the incident, Mr. Bucks goes to see if his daughter is all right and tells her she will be marrying Jack London in 3 days. Hey, sweetie, are you feeling any better?
A little bit, but there's really no comfort in anything that is happening right now.
Well, that is about to change because I have good news for you. I'm marrying you to Jack London in 3 days. Maybe being a bride will change your spirits.
What? I can't marry Jack. I can't.
What do you mean? After all I did for you? I gave you everything, your whole life, and now you disobey me by not marrying a perfectly good guy.
Just because he's a good guy doesn't mean I have to marry him. By that logic, I'd be married 100 times before I die.
Don't talk back to me, Vanilla Bean Bucks. As long as you live in my house, you live by my rules. If you don't like following them, just get out.
Are you seriously kicking me out?
You have 3 days until your wedding. On that day, you will decide to be either a bride or an orphan. Act 3, Scene 1. Vanilla is desperate and she will do whatever it takes to not marry Jack London. She decides to go see Father Bernie, her close friend, to see if he has a solution.
I can't marry Jack. I just can't. I'm too in love with Glaze. I need you to help me make a plan to not marry Jack.
Young one, God always has a plan.
Tell me.
I will make you a special smoothie that makes you appear to have died. But really, you will wake up in a couple of days.
Are you sure this is going to work?
Trust your father.
Okay, but what about Glaze?
Leave it to me. Father Bernie is very old and has a tendency to forget. Drink this. Act 3, Scene 2. Glaze, bored out of his mind being banished, looks on Instagram at Vanilla's profile because he misses her so much. While on Instagram, he sees a picture of Vanilla that one of the girls at his school posted, and the caption is, "R.I.P. Vanilla, you were too young to die, and I'm going to miss you very much." R.I.P. Vanilla? You were too young to die, and I'm going to miss you so much? I refuse to believe this is happening. My love is not dead. She can't be. Please, God, let this be some sort of sick joke. I will do anything. Bye! Glaze falls to his knees and bawls his eyes out. After a while, he decides to go back to Glastonbury to see if Juliet is really dead. Act 3, Scene 3. Father Bernie forgets to notify Glaze about Vanilla faking her death, so Glaze plans to kill himself to be with Vanilla in heaven. Glaze goes to Vanilla's tomb at midnight while no one is there so he won't get caught. He does this to mourn and say his last words to Vanilla while he has the chance. You still look beautiful, babe. I will be with you soon in heaven. You don't have to wait long. I love you.
My poor Glaze. Why did this have to happen? I can't bear this. I must be with him.
Act 3, Scene 4. The two families are devastated about their children killing themselves.
The chief of police explains to them that it was all their fault because they were feuding this whole time. The two families realize that the chief is somewhat right, so they make up. Thanks to your feud all these years, your children couldn't love each other in peace. Therefore, they killed themselves because they loved each other.
I'm sorry it had to come down to this.
Me too. Maybe we can be friends after all.
We should join our coffee shops together and make the greatest coffee shop in the world.
We can call it Soji Coffee Shop.
I forgot. Frappuccino came running at us with a knife.
Trust your father.
Drink this.